Hey there football fans, and welcome back to Footy Today, where we bring you the latest football news from around the world. Today our stories are: ex-England international Gary Lineker blames Sir Alex Ferguson for all of Manchester United's mistakes so far. Then we'll move on to Arsenal, who are trying to steal a march on their rivals and finalise a deal for a German superstar nice and early. And lastly, we have the latest on Real Madrid, who are targeting a Crystal Palace player. If you would like more information on the stories that we will be discussing today, please check the description box as we have posted the links to the articles over there. So let's get started. So Manchester United crashed out the FA Cup on Sunday in a penalty shootout defeat Fulham following a 1-1 draw at Old Trafford. After Sunday's latest disappointment, Match of the Day presenter Gary Lineker discussed United's fall from grace since the Ferguson era. Lineker said, "If you look at Liverpool now, they've got a new manager in Arne Slot, and it's testament to how Jurgen Klopp left the club in a really good state. So the structure is really good. That probably wasn't the case at the end of Sir Alex Ferguson's time at Old Trafford. Ferguson won the league a record 13 times with United, including a countable triumph in 2013 despite his aging squad." Lineker added, "I know they won the league that season, but it wasn't their best side, and a lot of their great players were coming to the end of their careers. I think from there they had problems. The academy wasn't delivering the players that they were before, and the players they were signing weren't up to standard." Ferguson hit back at critics and instead blamed David Moyes' failure on another factor. Ferguson said, "It is an insult to say that I left an aging squad. Look at Chelsea at the moment. They have 7 players over the age of 30 and nobody's talking about them, saying that's an old team. It is easy to defend myself against all of these critics. Just look at the stats. Look at all the trophies I've won." My advice was to David Moyes at that time was that he should have kept Mike Phelan as an assistant. He was a United man, loyal, hard-working. I thought that if Mike Phelan stayed, he could have helped out David Moyes immensely and there wouldn't have been that many problems. However, David Moyes didn't listen and things took a turn for the worst. Now on to our next story. Arsenal have held talks with the representatives of Bayern Munich star Joshua Kimmich, who is out of contract at the end of the season. Kimmich has been linked with a move to the Premier League for several years now, and with Arsenal unlikely to agree new contracts with midfielders Thomas Partey and Jorginho, manager Mikel Arteta is reportedly interested in signing Kimmich. According to Sky Germany, talks with Bayern over a new contract are ongoing with Kimmich, but Arsenal are also interested. The Gunners are also in talks to sign Real Sociedad playmaker Martin Zubimendi, but the addition of another midfielder cannot be ruled out. Sky Sports' Nick Wright explains Arsenal's interest in more depth. Arsenal's need for midfield reinforcements is obvious given their likely departures this summer, and it's hardly surprising a player of Kimmich's quality on a free transfer might be deemed an attractive option. Kimmich is the wrong side of 30, making him older than most Arsenal signings in recent years, but he's still at the peak of his powers and his experience and leadership will be excellent for Arsenal. The 97-time capped German international remains crucial to Bayern Munich. He has played more minutes than any other player under the new manager Vincent Kompany this season. Bayern Munich are trying their best not to allow Kimmich to leave on a free, as they value him as a really important player for the future. However, Arsenal are trying their best to persuade the player to move to the Premier League, and if Arsenal can get him on a free transfer, that'll be a major coup for the club and improve Arsenal's title chances next season. Now moving on to our last story. Real Madrid have sent scouts on a number of occasions to watch and report on Crystal Palace midfielder Adam Wharton. The 21-year-old has adapted excellently since moving from Blackburn Rovers to Crystal Palace in January 2024. Last season, Wharton impressed so well that he earned himself a spot in Gareth Southgate's squad for Euro 2024. When fully fit, Wharton is regarded as one of the key members of the Palace squad. However, this season, he's been hampered with injury. According to the Daily Mail, European champions have sent their head scout, Juni Calafat, to watch him on a number of occasions. Palace are in a really strong position as they have tied down Wharton to a really long-term contract, and if any suitors want him, they'll have to pay at least 70 to 80 million pounds. So why are Real Madrid tracking Wharton? Well, Real Madrid are still looking to bolster their engine room following Toni Kroos's decision to call time on his playing career at the end of last season. And now with Luka Modric nearly 40 years old, they are looking in to bring in young, hungry midfield players that can improve their squad. And there we have it. There are our stories for today. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it'll help our channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you next time.